Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on this 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because currently taking a look at the Fibonacci levels here, we are finding some short-term resistance sitting at 96,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price. Now, if we actually break above this short-term level of resistance, the next Fibonacci level of resistance to the upside is sitting at 98.4K. Although, of course, keep in mind that we can still get a rejection from this Fibonacci level here because currently we have not broken above it yet. Now, let's take a quick look at this ascending channel pattern for Bitcoin. In yesterday's video, I talked about this critical level of resistance, and from there, we perfectly saw another rejection. So again, guys, a takeaway from this, if you are new to the channel here, is just try to look at the charts objectively. Look at what is objectively in front of you, because like I said in yesterday's video, to me, this just looks like a critical level of resistance that we are constantly bumping up against here. And until I see a break of this level of resistance, or potentially even better, flipping it into a level of support, until I see that happen, I have to at least be somewhat concerned about that level of resistance to potentially see a rejection from there. And so far, that rejection is exactly what we saw. And besides that, I know that in recent times, I've been pretty bearish here, but that is simply what the charts have been telling me to do, right? Like, for example, we found that resistance at 107K, then we broke below this ascending trend line. This was another warning signal. Then we actually had this descending trend line right here that we kept trading below. So all of this was pointing towards the downside, and that is simply why the videos lately have been a little bit more bearish. Besides that, if you take a look at this 1 day time frame, you see that we still have this bearish divergence in the charts on that 1 day time frame, typically pointing towards either some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum again on that 1 day time frame. And so far we saw about a 15% move to the downside. Now, don't get me wrong, I want to see Bitcoin blast off to new all-time highs just as much as the next guy in crypto, but I also have to look at these charts objectively and point out some potential warning signals and some potential bearish signals, even when everyone else is bullish, right? Because that level-headedness and that objectivity is exactly what has saved me many times in the crypto space. In terms of some big support to the downside here, there is this big level sitting from about 93 all the way down to 91,000 US dollars. If we were to lose this level at 91K, very likely we are coming down to grab a bunch of liquidity here around this 90 to 88,000 US dollar level. And what I'm talking about is this liquidity on the 1 year time frame. You can see that we have about $15 billion sitting at 89.5K, and we have over $17 billion worth of long liquidation sitting at 90,000. So with us trading so close to this massive pocket of liquidity, that is what is making me believe that we are not fully out of the woods yet, but I'm of course completely open to being proven wrong here. Like, for example, if I start to see more reversal signals on the lower time frames, then you will just see me flip much more bullish. Next, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Of course, the Bitcoin ETFs were not trading yesterday, hence there is no new data. So I will check back in with this whenever we do get that new data coming in. Either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.